As you'll note, all of the lights in the building were turned out. Here comes Kevin Sullivan along with the New Guinea Headhunters, and they're approaching the ring. Now you'll note, once they get inside this steel cage, it is going to be locked. And here comes now the Tennessee Stud and Robert Fuller. Bear in mind, once that steel cage is locked, nobody can get in or get out. The Headhunters and Kevin Sullivan had checked underneath the ring, around the ring, were completely convinced that there would be no way that anybody could interfere in the match. But now take a look very carefully. In just a moment, you're going to see something most unusual. As you can see, of course, the Tennessee Stud, Robert Fuller, the New Guinea Headhunters, and the referee are in the ring. So that's all you have. It's a 3-on-2 handicap situation. Everybody is double-checking. They're making sure. There you see the referee handing the key out. And now, look, the referee suddenly throws away a dark wig he had been wearing, takes off his referee shirt. It is indeed Jimmy Golden, who has returned to action. And so you've got a 3-on-3 situation here. The Tennessee Stud, Robert Fuller, and Jimmy Golden serving up some dues on the New Guinea Headhunters. Kevin Sullivan locked outside the steel cage, is powerless to do any good. The New Guinea Headhunters want to leave the scene, but to no avail because they're being kept inside the steel cage. Thousands and thousands of fans cheering now as the Tennessee Stud uncorks a hard right hand. Jimmy Golden ripping across the back of one of the Headhunters, and Robert Fuller keeping his man tied up in the rope. Once again, that steel cage being used as a weapon. And you can see now that Golden, the Tennessee Stud, and Robert Fuller have things well under control. The New Guinea Headhunters, for the first time in their careers, completely buffaloed by this turn of event. And as I said earlier, Kevin Sullivan outside the ring, powerless to do anything about it whatsoever because that ring has been locked. Another full body slam, and the New Guinea Headhunters in a world of hurt here as the Tennessee Stud, Jimmy Golden, and Robert Fuller continue to punish them. However, don't let me take anything away from these Headhunters because they are double tough. And as you can see here, now they've taken some of the worst punishment available, and yet these men are back on their feet and battling away. Theirs is a battle of desperation, I might point out, of sheer desperation, because they thought they were going to have the advantage going in, and now suddenly they find themselves with no advantage whatsoever. Golden down and possibly in trouble here. And now joining me are indeed Jimmy Golden, Robert Fuller, and the Tennessee Stud. And Mr. Golden, I must say that very frankly, you are indeed a very good-looking individual with that black hair.
Well, thank you very much. I felt real good, and I'm feeling real good now, brother. You know, I was mad for a long time, but I'm feeling better now. I've got me a little revenge. They always say you get your chance to get even, and, brother, we've had us a little bit of chance, and you can see right here, man, they were climbing and scratching to get out of that cage. They went wild, Gordon. I'm telling you, they went wild.
They look pretty frantic to me.
Well, I tell you what, Gordon, they might have pulled a good one, like I said, when they had a guy come from outside the ring. Well, we just figured one on them, Daddy. They wasn't expecting the referee to be Jimmy Golden. And you're going to see on the end of this, there's an official count there, too, because he puts his referee shirt back on and counts him out 1, 2, 3, being the end of the match. As far as we're concerned, we beat him. But there's a heck of a lot that took place afterward, and that's what's upset us.
Well, I can understand that, and I might just point out, in case anybody had any worries or any doubts as to the authenticity, I have here the license that was issued to Jimmy Golden to be an official referee, so consequently there's no question about that.
That's very nice, Gordon. You're Johnny on the spot. We appreciate that very much. You see right here, we still got things going our way. Over here in the corner, and this has been happening to me far too much. I've been lacerated again by these fools that's got their sticks and their stuff in their ties. You want to use it on your face, and I'm going to turn that thing around one way or the other real soon here, Gordon.
You're about to see, Gordon, the beginning of the end for these boys right here. As you can see, we're really taking care of business now. We're about ready to mop them up. And when you mop up New Guinea boys, you turn them upside down and you use that Brillo pad for a mop because it soaks up all the blood and whatever happens to be on the mat. You can see Sullivan here, he's loosening the turnbuckle, which later on is going to take a drastic effect and have a course in this match. He's out there trying to take the top rope off of the ring during the course of the match, and he is going to get it done, but he isn't going to get it done in time. There you can see they missed what they were all set up to finish us off with. There, Jimmy sends him through the cage practically. Now we're going to pick him up and drop him on that Brillo head, and we're going to take them little legs of his and give him a little bit of an extra jam. And then now you're going to see we need a referee at this point, and the referee will go back and put his shirt on, and we will cover the man that is down, and you'll see an official count, 1, 2, 3.
Right there.
Right here.
Right there. 1, 2, 3. And there's your winners, the Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden.
I know that made your eyes feel a whole lot better.
Hey, boy, it feels a lot better right now.
But
watch this.
Now you're going to watch, Gordon. At this point, the official of Continental Championship Wrestling, who had the key, is opening doors. Kevin Sullivan comes inside the cage and locks the cage back again, leaving us in there. Now, instead of it being as originally scheduled 3-on-2, it was been 3-on-3. Now it's 4-on-3 with Sullivan in there with his spike and raising havoc, and it's impossible to explain to somebody what it feels like when a man hits you with something like that in your stomach, in your back, in your head, or wherever he may be hitting you. Just a second, too, Gordon, if I could go on with this, because I'm very familiar with what happens here. You're going to see there the house lights come up again. In a second, you're going to see Chris Von Cole come down and try to take the key away from the official Continental Championship Wrestling there, trying to take the key, so I assume he's going to leave with it. And there comes old Wildcat Wendell down, baby. Yeah. And now we've got a fight inside the cage and a fight going on outside the cage.
I love it.
We're taking care of business.
We're taking care of business, brother. Everybody's trying to get involved here, especially Kevin Sullivan. He can't keep his big fat nose out of it. Brings a spike in the ring. He saw him a good chance there to get in and lock the cage back, baby. But I'm going to tell you something, this not ended yet. Things are going to carry on here, Gordon. Just look here inside Sullivan with his spike. They're doing a good number here. They got the ropes tied, 4 down off the ring, choking us with the ropes, doing anything that they can, baby. But they're getting behind here.
Still in the process of trying to get the top rope off the ring. I think they struggled during the entire course of this match with Sullivan up there at certain points. You can see the sellout crowd there. All the Tennesseans came out to see us get our ultimate victory, which we already have gotten at this point, and the match should have been over. And as you can see here, we've got other people coming down, trying to get inside the ring, trying to help us out. It's just pandemonium. I've been involved in a lot of cage matches, but I've never been in a cage match like this, Gordon, that had so many people involved, so many things happening.
Well, I can certainly understand that, as you can see it happening right here. And Kevin Sullivan, the master of disaster, and that's the only thing you can say about this man, bringing about his own version of disaster here. Thank Kevin for Wildcat Wendall Cooley. Also for the Nightmares, who they too suddenly saw what was happening.
Well, thank goodness that a lot of people end up. I think Larry Hamilton, I believe both Nightmares. Wendall Cooley was down there trying to help us. I know. Now you can see the top rope has been taken off the ring. About to use this turnbuckle here. This idiot's got this turnbuckle, a steel turnbuckle, and he's decided to use it as either a bat or some type of weapon going to take us out completely. Sullivan here is putting this rope around my throat, and they're going to boost me here up onto the top of this cage while this rope's on my throat. You can see Hamilton coming into the cage, which I thank him for his help in this matter. You can see here they're shoving me over top of this cage with my rope around my throat. I guess their intention was to hang me right there from the top of the cage. And they did a pretty good job of it.
Exactly. That's exactly what they've done. I'm going to tell you, I've been in some rough battles, Gordon, but these guys are crazy and wild, and they don't give up easy. But this thing's not over with, brother. We're going to have a finish somewhere along the line, and we're going to take care of business. You can see him right here. They've got him on their ropes around his neck, hanging out on the outside of the cage, literally hanging him there.